What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another CJR Builds video. If you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Connor, and all you need to know about me is that I make stupid impulse decisions and stupid impulse purchases, and I end up buying broken cars, mostly BMWs at the moment. And then I buy these broken cars, spend way too much money on them, never get them done, and then I end up selling them or scrapping them, or they break or something happens. But anyway, now you're all caught up to speed, you may be asking yourself what we are doing in today's video. Now, if the first clip didn't give it away, yes, I have made another impulse purchase, and yes, I bought another broken BMW. Now, quick story time before we have a look around the car. I did buy the car at the local scrapyard, or breakers, whatever you want to call it. Fun fact, I actually work there, so if you're looking for some second-hand car parts and you are in the Devon area, make sure you hit up me or Brad at EXMOUTH Car Breakers. I'll leave all the information down in the description. So yeah, nice little work plug sorted. Now, I bought the car come in to work. It had a fractured coil spring, and where the coil spring decided to give out, it blew out the tyre. So I fixed the coil spring. There's a set of MV2s at work as well, so I picked them up, and I put them on the front. If you don't know what the car is, we'll go through it a bit more in detail in a minute, but it is a BMW E90 330d SE. So it's not an M Sport, but it's got all the kit inside. But anyway, so moving on, we'll get through all that. I bought the car, fixed it, and I was dailying it for about a week, and I was loving life. Finally had a daily that actually worked, and it was really nice. I drove it to work, and it was sat in the yard actually, and I finished work, jumped in it, cranking, but no start. If you E90 owners know, I had my suspicions. Luckily, a lad come over from a garage that's next to us, and he plugged it in because I didn't have anything on me at the time. And there was no communication from anything to the DDE. So if you don't know what that is the engine control unit, or the ECU in a diesel in the BMWs. And yeah, so dead ECU. I pulled the ECU out, and it was filled with water. So surprise, surprise, it's a very common thing on these E90s, that the box that it sits in and the gullies on the side, they fill up with crap, and basically water gets into the box, and then your ECU's just sat in there like that. And when I shook my ECU, literally water was dripping out of it. So I took the ECU up to Foundry Automotive, which is based in Honiton. Ray there tried to plug my ECU in and see if he could get some life out of it so he could clone it. Unfortunately, he said that it was completely dead and that I needed a replacement ECU. Now, that wouldn't be a problem if the car was manual, because all you'd have to do then is take the CAS unit, which is the immobilizer unit for these cars, under the glove box out, and he would have been able to program it, and it would have been all good. But because this car is automatic, it's got a thing called EGS, which is a transmission ECU. So he said the car has to be with him, which wouldn't have been a problem, but the car was in Exmouth and I needed it to go to Honiton. So that's about 18 miles, and the car obviously doesn't run. So I had a guy he was going to come and pick the car up for me. Unfortunately, his van, or his recovery truck, died on the way to me, so he couldn't do it. Luckily, his friend, or someone that he works with or close to, was able to pick it up for me. But because of these bank holiday weekends, I couldn't get the car up. This was on a Friday, it was supposed to be picked up, and then I couldn't get the car picked up until the following Tuesday. That didn't really go to plan, but we got the car there, got it down, and then literally the next day, Ray called me, said the car was all done. So that leads us up to today, or the present day. So the car is all back. She's running and driving amazingly. Everything's back to how it was. No lights back on the dash. Ideal for me. Now let me show you around the car. Excuse my hay fever, it's pretty bad today, but that's why I'm all sniffly. But yeah, let's get out, show you the raw form. We go for a quick drive, and then we'll do a summary of what the plans are. Let's do this. So here she is, my BMW E90 330d SE. Now, straight off the bat on the front, I did change the grills because I had these off my old one. We've got significant scrapage on the bumper. That wasn't me. And we've got missing headlight washers. We've got a nice scrape on both sides, but I want to change it to an M Sport bumper. This is just the SE one, which is basic and plain. Like I said, I put MV2s on the front, but they're not staying. I've got another set of wheels. We've got standard side skirts, chrome trim down the side, which I want to get rid of. These are the standard wheels that came on it. I think they're standard SE wheels, but like I said, we'll be changing them out. The paintwork is horrendous. Moving on to the back. The back bumper's kind of faded and all cracked. The number plates need replacing because they're all nasty, and it's pre-facelift, so it's got the basic tail lights, which is not a problem. Because it's a 330, we've got nice twin exit pipes out the back. It's got rear parking sensors, and that's really all I've got to say about the back. The bodywork's in really good condition, actually, considering if minus the bumpers, there's a little dent in that door, but really, and the paintwork is horrendous. Like it's like touching sandpaper. So hopefully, a friend, he's got his own detailing company or business. So he came and had a look at the car last night, and he said that he should be able to shine it up a bit better. It's like all these little, it's like grease marks in the paint that don't rub off. So he said he can get all that off for me, which would be amazing. I'm not expecting it to be show car quality, but anything to just bring the shine back to this, because the roof is a good example. It just feels horrible. So get all that cleaned up and nice. And it's covered in bird poo where it's been sat under a tree for about a week, which is great. But yeah, it's looking very boring, very businessy at the moment, but we've got big plans to make it look a lot better. It's a good base, I think. So yeah, not terrible. At least you guys can see the start of the project, the raw start, the raw condition of the car. Let's go on into the interior as we're doing a vehicle tour. So pretty standard basic E90 interior. We've got the SE seats that don't have the M Sport ones have the slidey bit in the middle, but these are heated, so that's nice. Let me get in. So obviously we've got leather seats, which are in really good condition. This is a one lady owner, so I am the second or third owner, I think it is. It hasn't had many owners. I say one owner. I think I'm the second owner. Not too sure. It doesn't have the iDrive, but again, I'm not really that bothered about that. The standard SE steering wheel, which most of them come with. Like I said, it's automatic. So it's got a 6-speed ZF gearbox in it, which is a really nice gearbox. My Touring has a 5-speed, so this is the better gearbox, I think. Standard silver trim. Like I said, back seats. Can't really see much because it's got the kid seats in. But yeah, it's got all the normal, boring E90 stuff, but it's just comfy in here. It's nice and comfy. You can just get in it and just cruise, and it's lovely. So here is said engine bay. Now this car has got the mighty M57 in it. Not like you can see it because it's got this massive girt cover on it, but this is the variance change in these. So this is slightly different to the one that's in my Touring. This is a M57 N2, I think that's what the code is for these. So basically this is an aluminium block, whereas my one for the Touring is cast iron, and this has 231 brake standard, which is nice. I think these have got different make injectors. I think these have got piezo injectors. I'm not sure if that's right. I know it begins with a P and it goes along that, but yeah, there's nothing to really look at because, like I said, it's got a massive under tray on it, or top cover. But yeah, we've got a lot to go through, got lots to do. I can't wait for it to have a clean, because then it will look at least half decent. I need to get this bumper sorted out because it looks heinous. I do really want to get I would like to convert it to LCI. So bonnet, grills, headlights, M Sport front bumper, and the Ace LCI side skirts. I'm not too bothered about the mirrors because these are electric power fold, so I want to keep them. This windscreen trim needs replacing because it's falling apart. If I can find night shadow, is it night shadow? Night shadow trim, that'd be nice, but I know it's expensive. So I could just get this wrapped black, gloss black, which will make it look a lot better. Like I said, all this, it's got little paint imperfections here and there, but like I said, once my friends come and detailed it, it should look a lot better. Again, I might think about getting the changing to rear to LCI, so you need to get the new LCI bonnet, so you can change these to the LED tail lights, and again the M Sport bumper. But overall it's a really good base to start with. I'm pretty sure one of the back shocks is blown as well, because one side sits lower than the other, so I might just justify paying out and buying all new nice stuff. I know Kobe, is it Kobe or Corby? Kobe, they do really nice factory setup for these. So one of the main problems with an E90 is that they do suffer from low ground clearance on the front, and this being a 330 with that massive engine in the front, it does scrape the under trays now and again. Well, let's talk price now, shall we? Before we go for a drive, let's talk price. So this car actually cost me £1,000. I feel like I've got a really good deal. I paid £1,000 for the car. I paid £150 for the wheels. I paid £100 for a new second-hand ECU. I paid £80 for the car to be transported, and I paid £120 for the labour on the vehicle to get it fixed up. So I'll do the maths and put that on the screen now. That's how much I'm totally into it. But still, that... Oh, and this car, sorry, before we go, this car came with a full tank of fuel, and it's still got MOT till December. So I think I got a pretty good deal, to be honest. I'm happy that we got it back. Let's go for a drive and see what you guys think of this old beast. Right, we are rocking and rolling. Oh yes, yeah, service lights on, so definitely due a service. But let's go for a cheeky little rip. Oh yeah, I think these come with open diffs as well. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure they do. The missus is waiting for a parcel, so we can't go too far. What's the time? It's 9:45. So let's just go for a quick cruise. So you can see no warning lights on the dash. The car is on 173,000 miles, which is probably nothing for these cars, and it drives effortless. Like, you just put it in drive and off you go. Don't get much road noise, so that's really good. Automatic daily is got to be key. It's so nice, just sit back and relax and just cruise it through the gears. I would say a decent automatic, not just a shitty 4-speed from a Golf or something. They suck from a Mark IV. That's what put me off automatics in the first place. But when you actually drive a car with a decent gearbox, it's actually really nice and smooth. Don't look at my average miles per gallon. It is 24.7, which is really bad. I was romping it this morning on the school run. It'd be nice to get some more noise out of it. This car does have DPF. This is actually my first car I've owned with DPF. Touch wood, we don't have any problems. I would like to take it out in the future and get this car mapped, because these do map very well. I think a stage 1 map with a DPF delete, you can get up to like 310 to 320 horsepower out of it. So I think that's the close to 700 newton meters of torque. So that would be an absolute beast. But yeah, let me know if you want to see like 0 to 60 times. I'll try and do some by myself. Might be easier said than done. The brakes on this, they've got massive 348mm discs on the front and on the back. I'm not sure what the size is, but they look pretty big. It's got plenty of stopping power. I would like to upgrade the discs and pads to obviously slotted and grooved, and so a bit more bitier pad, which would be nice. Suspension, like I said, I would like to replace all the shocks. I was thinking about getting BCs. It would be nice to get a set of actual decent coilovers for once, as I just normally buy the eBay specials. Just sounds like a tractor. Love it. So this is going to be the drive. I will do another one if you guys want it, where it's a little bit later, and then we can do some spirited driving. We'll slap it into manual and sport mode, and then we'll get on it a little bit, and then we'll get on to some 0 to 60 times as well, and then we can keep that in the bank for when we get it mapped and do some bits and pieces with it, get some fatter tires on the back and see how we do. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. that is going to be the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go hit that like button. And like I said, let me know down in the comments what you think of the old E90. Let me know if I got a good deal or not. I think I did. And if you haven't already, go down and smash that subscribe button. It really helps me out and it really does show your appreciation. So again, thank you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
And I've been